What's going on, fantasy champs? We got the draft completed. Sorry, just coming back off of COVID. I'm Gucci. But let's break down the team. Uploaded the draft video, so here's the full team breakdown. Here's what we're rolling with, and we are one trade deep. So we initially drafted, we had Kyler Murray, Najee Harris, Antonio Gibson, and the rest of the team was all the same. Great draft. I pretty much have I would consider the best depth down here. Having Swift on my bench, who I probably will start week 1. So I will have Henderson on my bench, who's projected 10.8. His numbers have steadily been climbing from 9.2 to 9.6 to 9.9. Today I woke up and it was 10.8. Also, Swift has went from 8.2 up to 8.8, and Jamal Williams has dropped from 7.8 to 7.5. So interesting. Hopefully we can see Swift jump up to maybe 9.8 or 10.5, something like that would be very nice. But the overall team, we have the quarterback 11, Kirk Cousins, in 6-point pass per touchdown, which we play. He averaged 23.5 points. So a little shaky, a little nervous about my quarterback. We're going to have to figure it out. I have been working some trade offers. I am looking to trade Antonio Brown and Melvin Gordon for Ryan Tannehill, which will be freaking awesome because I will feel so much better having Tannehill as my quarterback. But we do have the Cousins and the Justin Jefferson stack, so I do like that. And I do have the trifecta, the triple-headed monster, the triple-headed dragon, blue eyes white dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh!, Kirk Cousins, Dalvin Cook, and Justin Jefferson. Like I said, we already did one trade. We traded Kyler Murray and Antonio Gibson, and we got Dalvin Cook and Swift, who's down here. So I basically, I'm not too sure if I like the trade. Everyone said I won it. Everyone said it was a no-brainer. There was like one or two people out of like 12 people that said that I lost it. But looking back at it, Swift for Gibson, not too bad of a downgrade going from Gibson to Swift. But then I'm getting Dalvin Cook for a quarterback, which you really, you don't want to trade Dalvin Cook to get a quarterback. So I see where I want it there. But my running, sorry guys about the cough. Ooh. Dalvin Cook, Najee Harris, Darrell Henderson, and then we have Swift, who I will be starting. I don't know why I just have him down here. Just like my team with the projections better. But yeah, so we have Darrell Henderson as our RB4, Melvin Gordon as our RB5. We do have a lot of trade pieces down here in Godwin, Melvin Gordon, and AB. Man, it's so weird that my throat just gets real coffee at like 12 at night, 1 at night. Let me take a little drink real quick. So, strong group of running backs, I would say. Justin Jefferson, Lamb. I think I have the second strongest wide receiver duo, I think, in the league. I think the best one is the guy has Tyreek Hill and Devontae Adams. So I think mine is probably second best. I'm trying to think of any ones that might come close. I know maybe a strong one is Hopkins and like Thielen. I know another guy. He has Diggs and AJ Brown. He's right up there with me. He picked right next to me. But we got Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver 2. Pretty strong for wide receiver 2. We did draft Gronk for our tight end. Picked up Tyler Higbee for free off the waiver. I'm hoping this guy plays out. I really, going back like next year, the one thing I did mess up on is when I took Kyler at 48, I should have took Pitts at 48, and then I could have got Kyler or Josh Allen at 53. Instead, I went Kyler, and then I went Godwin. So I would have had Pitts, and I still would have had like a quarterback up here, and I wouldn't have had Godwin, which would have been perfect. So looking back, learning next year, I might come out with my 6th pick with the tight end, just so I'm not in a situation where I'm hoping my tight end, gets 2 or 3 points. Flex, like I said, we have Darrell Henderson and DeAndre Swift switching in and out. And then, if they're both hurt, worst case scenario, we do have Godwin to throw in there. We do have Antonio Brown. We also have these as trade pieces. For the defense, we have the Steelers defense. Not a great matchup week 1. I think next week they have a really good matchup. Let me see, week 2. Week 2 versus Las Vegas. I love that. Week 3 versus Cincy. Beautiful. So week 4, Green Bay, don't necessarily like that. Denver, love that. So I do have some nice schedules coming up with them. Then my kicker, I've kind of just been going back and forth from. I did have Sanders, I believe, the Miami's kicker. He finished number 1. I did have him, but I dropped him because he's going against New England. And I looked last year, and he had like 5 points and like 2 points in 2 games versus them. So he sucked versus them. I guess the offense just couldn't drive. So I just threw in Blankenship because I figured, Seattle, lighter defense. Figured Jonathan Taylor would probably be able to run on them, get in field goal range, kick a field goal. And this guy, he's pretty accurate. I remember seeing him last year with the glasses on. Didn't really miss much. But, yeah. So the bench, Godwin, we have Melvin Gordon. I do like this down here. The dude finished RB... It was like, RB 13. Like, that's insane. And I got this guy in the 8th round. Like, even if he's splitting with Javonte Williams, like, the dude's still going to get touches, man. He still should get, like, 13 touches. Like, worst case scenario, he's a flex or he's trade bait. So, glad to have a starting running back on my depth chart. AB, dark horse. My dark horse guy to do really good, basically, to get over 1,000 yards, hopefully over 8 touchdowns. We'll see if I hit that prediction or not. But yeah, he's my little lotto ticket guy here. Got him super late. I'm big on cuffing. So I have DeAndre Swift. I have his cuff here. I'm working on doing a trade to get Madison, just because it's good to have insurance for your starting guys. I have Callaway here, just chilling, kind of high upside guy. Really did good in the preseason, so we're going to kind of see what he does and just kind of go from there. Gronk, so Gronk and Higbee, going to be going back and forth from them. But like I said, I'm hoping Higbee can plan out. And then we have Terrence Marshall, who a huge upside, should step into that number 3 role right off the bat. And we'll see who Sam Darnold starts throwing to. This guy made a lot of big plays in the preseason. He has a really good catch percentage when he's going up. So, but yeah, let me know which team you like originally. Originally, we had Kyler here and we had Gibson here. So it would have been Najee, Gibson, Henderson, which is kind of weak, but we did have Kyler. Now we have Dalvin, Harris, and Swift and Henderson on the bench. So I feel like, Swift's better than Henderson here. And then we also got the running back depth, and then we upgraded from Gibson to Cook, and then we did downgrade from Kyler to Cousins. But we'll kind of work with that, see what happens. But we got a first game coming Thursday, and then and then Sunday week 1 it's here. So we are tomorrow's Wednesday, so 1 day away from football, Friday, Saturday, and then 2 more days away from after that. So this is the team we're running with, Fantasy Champs. Hope we can make some this year. Appreciate for watching. Peace.